Welcome back here on your Friday evening as Jay-Sean Unger takes to the mound for Nebraska. Indiana is threatening here, and so Will Bolt and Rob Childress elect to go to a guy that has been put into a pretty high-stakes role in this season after only pitching 2/3 of an inning last year. Unger on the season, if you take a look at his numbers, 4.91 ERA, 4-1 in the win-loss column. 8 games he's appeared in, 2 saves, 14 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 8 runs, all of them earned, 9 walks to 17 strikeouts. He's from Blair, Nebraska, which is about an hour or so northeast of here. And he will face 8, 9, and 1 in the Indiana lineup with the slimmest of margins, 1.
Can't get any more slim than that besides it being tied. And for Jay-Sean, you know, the sophomore last year came in and played a little bit, but this year, the key thing to look at is the games that he's played. You know, 4-1 in his record, and it has 2 saves. So he's come in and he's done his job, and it's just in the case here, can he do just that?
Some defensive changes as well. Rhett Stokes is in the game. He's playing second base, and then Jet Buck moves to Mike and Miller's spot in left field. Try to keep Buck's bat in the lineup, so he moves out to the outfield. First pitch here from Jay-Sean Unger at 95, a little bit high and away for ball number 1. Landon Fry so far today is 0 for 3, scored in the 6th inning after reaching on his most recent fielder's choice. Upstairs again, 2-0. Flew out to right back in the 2nd and then reached on that first fielder's choice in the 4th, but the inning ended there as the putout was made at 2nd.
And for both these teams in the bullpen, it's about giving yourselves a competitive pitch, and gets a big swing and a miss there, but it's a lot about these competitive pitches, and it hasn't always been the case. Jay-Sean Unger is someone who's come in and been able to throw pretty competitively, but that's what both teams want in the bullpen, and they necessarily haven't found it so far. That's why both teams have seen 4 different pitchers come in.
2-1. That one catches the bottom half of the zone, and that makes it 2-2. You look at the whip for Jay-Sean, 130. Could be lower, but not as bad as it could be. 2-2, this one on the ground over to third. Overbeek tries to pick that one before it hits the ground. Strong throw across, and that is out number 1.
And how close that was. Overbeek, it slipped his hand. Not the first time we've seen that. Because that was low down there. Able to pick it up, but look at the power to throw it all the way across from third to first.
Strong arm from Overbeek as he kind of let the ball play him there. Now we're going to go to a replay review as Jeff Mercer says, take a look and see who won the race, the baseball or the batter. Third review tonight. 2 of them have been requested by Nebraska. They've lost both of them, and so they are out. Indiana using their first of 2 challenges. And Overbeek, again, really let that ball kind of play him as we almost immediately have an answer from our umpiring crew. Mark Hutchinson will give us the signal, and he is out. Overbeek able to send a frozen rope across the diamond. Take one more look at it here, and the ball just barely getting there ahead of the batter, and now it looks like we're going to have another pinch hitter, another change in the 9 spot, as Mateo Noto will get a pinch hit at bat. Tenever came in the 6th, and then Kraus pinch ran for him. And so now here's Mateo Noto, freshman infielder from Brooklyn. First pitch upstairs as Jeff Mercer tries to play the matchup game here. Noto, a 100 batting average. 1 run, 1 hit on the season. Unger fires one in there at 94 to even the count 1-1.
Like you're saying earlier before, Harmon, you know, he's a freshman, and it just shows it doesn't matter if it's the people that's in the starting lineup or the people that come in later. These players are young, but they're ready to go. And in this competitive game, he can kind of be the hero here.
Breaking ball there, 2-1. Noto, one of 3 players from the state of New York, one of 2 from Poly Prep. 2-1 is lined over to Dylan Carey, who snags it on its way to the outfield. And that is a hard out number 2.
That one had a pretty ping to it. Popped up, but just able to get over there. Dylan Carey had to make the athletic play and jump at it and was able to haul that one in. So we're going to get a good look at that one here.
Hot shot right off the bat of Noto, who was high school teammates with the guy who hit in that same spot ahead of him, Tenever. As now we go back to the top of the order with Will Moore taking strike number 1. Will Moore, all Big Ten freshman last year at third. As this pitch bounces in. Broke the Indiana baseball season hit by pitch record last year with 17 of them. Has not been hit yet today, but he was walked in the 6th. 1-1 from Unger. Off the inside of the hands and sent the opposite way foul.
You know, I don't think a player wants to get hit. And I guess leading that stat, you know, you look at him and go, oh yeah, he led that stat. Well, then you look at the stat and see what it is, and it's hit by a pitch. But again, he's a team player. He knows that gets you on base.
2-2 tapped very slowly out towards Unger. Fielding his position, throws on to first, and it's a clean 1-2-3-8 for Jayshawn Unger. We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Nebraska still with that 1-run lead here on Big Ten Plus.